Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we'll be looking at the Arsenal versus Watford match, and we'll be giving match ratings for all the players, the referee, and Mikel Arteta. I feel sorry for Watford. Unfortunately, you guys are relegated. You guys did not have the cojones to beat Arsenal, but you guys really tried. If you guys finished them shots off, you guys would have definitely made it through. Danny Welbeck was a waste of a buy. He only had one shot. He could have scored 3 of his shots, but one shot where he tried to do the little bit of the flick, he failed big time. The guy could have looked at the goal and scored easily, but Welbeck was not a good steal. We got lucky by selling you guys Welbeck. So yeah, unlucky Watford. Arsenal had a decent game, but in my opinion, Arsenal didn't deserve to win that game at all. Only the first 30 minutes it was a decent performance. After that, it was horrendous. It looks like we were fighting to save our lives. But yeah, the game didn't mean that much, but yeah, that was an average game performance from Arsenal. But hopefully we don't do this against Chelsea, because the Chelsea game against Wolves was looking good. Chelsea look on point. Giroud wants to score against us. We are very scared against Chelsea right now. But anyways, let's get into the player ratings. Next up is Emiliano Martinez, and for me, he had a good game. He was keeping us in the game. The save against Wilbur was good. His distribution was good. It was a decent performance by Emiliano Martinez, but for this game, I'll give him a 6. Well, actually, no, I'll give him a 7. I think he should start in the FA Cup final. I don't want no Leno, because even though Leno is in full fitness, I don't want him to start. Emiliano Martinez is a better keeper at the moment, so let's play him in the FA Cup final. He's passed his audition. Next up is Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and in my opinion, he had an average game as well. He did try to close up on the right hand side, but the left hand side was much weaker after Tierney was shifted more to the wing back role. But for the right back position, Ainsley Maitland-Niles did pass his audition as well. I think he's a solid right back, but I don't know about Hector Bellerin. I think Hector Bellerin will slot right into the position. God knows what Arteta is going to play, 3-4-3 or a 4 at the back, but let's see. But for this game, Ainsley Maitland-Niles also gets a 6. Next up is Rob Holding, and this guy had a poor game again, very poor. He was struggling big time. He was struggling against Troy Deeney. He was making stupid errors. I don't know why this guy's always smiling, but he was doing a bad performance by him. For this game, he was horrendous. I don't know who we're going to play. I think we should play Socrates in the FA Cup final. I don't want no Rob Holding in near the pitch at all. He was awful that game, and for this game, I'll give him a 4. Next up is David Louise, and for this performance, I'll give him a 5. He fits well more in a 3 at the back system, not the 4 at the back system. He didn't play that good. He did play alright, not gonna lie, but him and Rob Holding partnership doesn't work at all. Rob Holding and him doesn't really work together. They don't work together, so it was an average game for David Luiz. Hopefully he plays 3 at the back against Chelsea, because their attack is looking strong, so hopefully he does. And for this game, yeah, I'll give him a 5. Next up is Kieran Tierney, and he's our shining light. You can see this guy's a huge prospect for the future. He's playing good in left back, he can play in left centre back, play him anyway. He even got that goal. Even though he had a little bit of deflection, it was a decent goal by Kieran Tierney. He did run up with this. He had a shot, but that was difficult to shoot in the latter stages of the game. But for his performance today, I'm really impressed with what he's doing, so I'll give him a 7. Next up is Dani Ceballos, and he had a good game as well. He was very defensively more minded in this game. He was making crucial tackles, making good tackles, interceptions, everything was on point. He really has a good heart in this team. I think we should sign him up, as I said before. And he's playing well under Mikel Arteta. And for this game, he was good, so I'll give him a 6. Next up is Granit Xhaka, and we can see why we need this guy in our team now. He's one of our most crucial players. He will play very well under Mikel Arteta. He has had a good game, but for his foul language against Mike Dean, that was not good. Like if you never know, if we were unlucky, he could have got the red card and ruined our game for the FA Cup final. But we somehow survived. But he had a good game. He's playing really good. He's playing good football. He's working hard for the team. 1 or 2 sloppy errors, but overall his performance was alright. It was good. But for this game, I'll give him a 6. Next up is Joe Willock, and I feel like he had a good game. against Watford. He was doing good passes. He was doing good defensive output as well. Overall, he had a good performance. But for his performance today, I'll give him a 6. It was good. He worked hard for the team, so I think he would get a 6. I think most of the team today deserved a 6 because they weren't all that good, and Watford wanted to win the game more than us. So other than that, a 6 for Willock. Next up is Nicola Pepe. He had a good game. He was playing good. He played very well. He was cutting in, giving good crosses. He gave one to Aubameyang like the similar one against Man City. He had a good performance, but his finishing, the stats don't match up with his performance. He was working defensively very well as well. He was tracking back, and he had a good game overall. But if he had a goal or something, then you would boost up his ratings. But for this game, he'll also get a 6. Next up is Alexandre Lacazette, and he had a good game. He was linking up the play, but he was more rested for the final against Chelsea. But if it wasn't for his the penalty on him in the first 5 minutes, then we are not being ahead at the start. But other than that, he had a good game. He was linking up play. He was doing his normal thing. But for this game, I'll give him a 6. Next up is Pierre Merkel. Hopefully this guy stays next season. The team was trying hard for him to get the 3rd goal, but you can see how crucial he was in the first half. He was working very hard. He was popping off. He scored the crucial penalty. You see that it was right in the bottom left-hand corner. Perfect goal. He's a sick player. We have to keep this guy next season. I'm praying, make him sign the new deal. I don't care how much it is. Just sign this guy up. And his play had a good performance. If he had scored the 3rd goal, it would have been a different story. But for this game, he will get also a 7. Next up is Mikel Arteta, and you know this guy's been playing mind games with Frank Lampard, because with the switch of formation, Lampard's probably thinking, should he play 3 at the back, 2 at the back, or what, 4 at the back, or what? So Mikel Arteta had an alright game, but he needs the players. He needs his players, and they're very important, because you can see that Kolasinac is not filling up the perfect boots. He's just a tank. He needs better subs. He needs better players to work with. He needs his own players, and I think he will be a good manager for the future. He'll probably, I don't know, I feel confident about a Champions League place next season, but we can go big under Mikel Arteta. And I have faith in this guy. Hopefully we get the FA Cup win. Let's go, you guys.